हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं अभी। फ्रेंड्स, मैं जिस रेफरेंस में अभी कल भी एक वीडियो बनाया और आज भी उसको कंटिन्यू करता हूं, मिस्टर राजनाथ सिंह, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका के विजिट पर हैं। 4 दिनों की ये उनकी विजिट है, जिसमें एक कंप्लीट ओवरहॉल किया जा रहा है इंडिया यूएस रिलेशनशिप को। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि रिलेशनशिप is based on the national interest. What is national interest? इंडिया का नेशनल इंटरेस्ट क्या है? इंडिया बहुत ज्यादा प्रो यूएस क्यों हो रहा है? रशिया के साथ जो अभी मिस्टर मोदी रशिया विजिट के, देन फिर पोलैंड, देन फिर ऑस्ट्रिया, फिर यूक्रेन, इसके पीछे रीजन क्या है? रशिया के साथ बात करते हुए भारत ने, हो सकता है कि रशिया इसमें वॉर में बिजी है और आर्म्स एंड एमिनेशंस रशिया से इंडिया आ नहीं सकते इस समय। कुछ एग्रीमेंट्स जरूर हुए हैं, 4-6 शिप्स, नेवल शिप्स, जो 2 इंडिया में डिजाइन हो रही है, 2 रशिया में डिजाइन हो रही है। न्यूक्लियर इंस्टॉलेशंस क्रिएट किए जा रहे हैं, सिविल न्यूक्लियर प्रोग्राम्स। ये सारी चीजें जो हाई टेक कोऑपरेशन है रशिया के साथ इंडिया का है। अब क्योंकि जो अभी करंट में अलाइनमेंट बन रहा है रशिया और चाइना का, और रशिया की कैपेबिलिटी जो है धीरे धीरे वो कम होती जा रही है कंपेयर टू व्हाट बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस अप टू द वर्ल्ड स्टैंडर्ड की क्या है। उस हिसाब से रशिया जो है धीरे धीरे वीक होता जा रहा है। उसका असर उसके हर डायमेंशंस पर पड़ेगा। लेकिन अब चाइना रशिया एक जो लिंकेज बन रहा है, उससे इंडिया को इस रिलेशनशिप को भी बैलेंस करना है। अदरवाइज, क्योंकि ज्यादातर आर्म्स एंड एमिनिशंस इंडिया के लिए रशिया से आते हैं, लेकिन इंडिया उसको डाइवर्सिफाई कर रहा है। लेकिन मॉडर्न ज्यादातर इक्विपमेंट जो है वो इंडिया को यूनाइटेड स्टेट के साथ जो रिलेशनशिप है यहां से मिल रही है। लेकिन इंडिया मल्टी अलाइंड अप्रोच ले रहा है। ऐसा भी नहीं है कि कंप्लीटली वन वे है ना, और वन पार्ट है ना, इस तरह नहीं है। कंप्लीटली मल्टी अलाइंड है अप्रोच। और जो भी इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन में जो ये मामले चलने वाले हैं, इसमें इंडिया की जो नेवल कैपेबिलिटी है उसको स्ट्रॉन्ग करने की जरूरत है। क्योंकि अभी तक इंडियन आर्मी जो है उस पर इन्वेस्टमेंट भारत ने ज्यादा की है। नेवल एंड एयरफोर्स उतनी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं रही है इंडिया की। और वो पहले जो थ्रेट ऑफ वॉर था इंडिया का डिफेंस ज्यादातर चैलेंजिंग था पाकिस्तान लेड सिस्टम से, है ना। इसलिए उसको कोप करने के लिए इंडिया ने रशिया का जो हेल्प था वो काफी सफिशिएंट था उसको मैनेज करने के लिए। और रिलेशनशिप बिफोर यू नो US and Pakistan relationship was quite good on that time. And then India and Russia relationship was much closer on that time to balance because technological you know level in India was not that level to match the US. You know, France, Pakistan's capability because Pakistan was being uh, enriched arms and ammunition from the US. F-16 fighter jets have been given to Pakistan and many others. You know, modern weapons was given to Pakistan. So that match up to that level, India was domestically was not up to that level. So cooperation with Russia actually did served well India's defense. But when it comes to China, China is a bigger threat compared to Pakistan. So US interest is also aligning with India right now. So India and China is a direct uh, rival in this Asian region. So Arunachal Pradesh kind of region, which is under the India, is claiming China claiming it that it's their territory, the South Tibet. So definitely there would be no border resolution in future as well. So I should look at it in future that India-China relationship would not, you know, be settled. There would be definitely some point of clash because of conflicting claims, and the China navy is the mightiest and biggest navy of the world today in numbers. Technologically, maybe that much not advanced up to the level of United States, but yes, China is a bigger threat. To cope up that threat, India is definitely managing it. Army can manage it territorial boundaries, but the maritime boundary, which is 7,500 kilometers of India's border, it's definitely a challenging task to protect its India's interest into the uh, Indian Ocean region and beyond that. So India is developing relationship with US, uh, you know, realigning its policy towards the US, and the US is also opening up uh, cooperation with India, developing too much closer cooperation. They are willing to do it because the rival is China. So Mr. Rajnath Singh there is visiting right now at the uh, Morgan Large Cavitation Channel, the center where the naval ships and warships, uh, you know, uh, in which they do their experiments, kind of something for the naval ships or uh, naval defense equipments. So Mr. Rajnath Singh visiting there, and they want to create in India also same facility as the US their testing facility, US submarine testing facility. So India is also willing to create because the importance of navy is going to grow in future. So India is reading it well, uh, and India is also signed, SOSA supply arrangement with the US to defense procurement. US and India agreed to provide reciprocal, priority supply of goods and services that promotes the national defense. ये भी एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है दोनों के बीच में। तो समझने वाली बात है कि चीजें जिस तरह से नॉन अलाइंड डिस्टर्ब हो रही हैं इंटरनेशनल फैब्रिक पे, that is going to impact India, and it is impacting India. Yes, India is uh, growing its strength through the cooperation because of we don't have that much technological capability. We have to admit it. We are the largest population of the world, but we have a limited capability. So that is we must have to understand it. The government must have to. I would advise to the government for the national defense. They should invest into the research and development. Unfortunately, the Indian government for the higher education, they don't invest up to that level. You know, that research and development innovation is the key for development of any country. The way we are moving, the way we have worked in the past, it that was not productive. We had to invest uh, in our future, from the past to the present to the future. We must have to integrate research and development. We must have to cooperate and invest into it. I don't know what government thinking about that, but definitely they should understand it. They must have to invest into the research and development for the higher education. There is free kind of education, right to education kind of things in India, but that is not productive for the basic education. Yes, productive, that means the literacy is growing at the society level. Okay, that's okay. But we need uh, research and development in all the dimensions, not only in the field of defense, but every field. That those nations who are enriched and well equipped into R&D, they are productive. Look at every nation who are now developed, and India have pledged to become 2047 a developed nation. But without research and development and innovation, India is, I don't think, will reach up to that level. Yeah? But yes, how Prime Minister will it, they are visionary people into the government. They know well than me what is India's interest and how should India move. But definitely the alignment, that is India US closer cooperation right now, since Quad came into the uh, existence since 2017. uh, Quad, the grouping of four member state. So definitely uh, US is ready to supply India, and India is reciprocally ready to supply because India is want to indigenize and produce in India as Atmanirbhar Bharat program uh, to develop arms and ammunition, and they have the vision for export of arms defense equipments as well. So definitely, the US technology will enrich India and will strengthen India in the defense field as well. So definitely, it is productive, and Chinese threat is very common to both of us, and definitely, relationship is productive, and we will see it which way, where, and how the and to the up to the level of cooperation, we will understand it how things are unfold, how will unfold in future. But definitely, uh, the relationship is practical. But I would advise, and I wish to, that multi-alignment is the best policy for a non-alignment. Okay, Mr. Jaishankar is always proclaiming that India's policy to multi-alignment, and all the nations must have to admire it, uh, not to look India as a different way, different, you know, as an enemy country. India is multi-aligned because it suits India's national policy, and it needs to take their decision. That's why Prime Minister, when was seated was with the Ukrainian President Zelensky, he said कि मैंने पुतिन की आंख में आंख डाल करके कहा है कि बच्चों को और हॉस्पिटल्स को अटैक ना किया जाए, और ये एरा ऑफ वॉर नहीं है। तो आंख में आंख डाल करके जो बात कहने वाली है, दैट मीन्स द करेज। मल्टी अलाइनमेंट नीड्स करेज to show up the courage, and India have it. He showed that with Mr. Zelensky, and said to the US that yes, we are independent and we can take decisions freely, and we are free. But why he went to Ukraine? That was, I think, many people have different perceptions. Somebody is saying that because of the US pressure, he went there, but I don't understand it. US pressure or this pressure or that pressure. But India is multi-aligning. Its interest is, diversifying and spreading from the uh, northern continent of, America to the Europe as well, and to the Russia and every parts of the world. India is growing its stature. India, when in the Bucha, very starting of the war with Ukraine, Russia, the civilians were killed, and India condemned that very starting. Wherever the humanitarian crisis is arising, India is condemning that, and India also allowed it to speak, voted in the UN General Assembly to Mr. Zelensky to speak there. Yeah. Every resolution in the UN, whenever the past with the conflict, India abstained. But when it comes to the humanitarian kind of approach, India is taking, and India allowed it to speak, India condemning it, because India may also face very same thing when it comes to US, China, India war. May unfold in future. But these kind of humanitarian laws will definitely protect our citizens as well, or the Chinese citizen, or everybody. who is not involved into the uh, civilians must not have to be killed. That needs courage too. India is doing that. India is moving well, equipping and balancing itself in the right direction. I am very happy with that. So thank you very much, my friends, for listening.